Yo, what's going on, everyone in the XRP community? Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day today. Just a little quick Alex Cobb update. I did end up going this afternoon to get a phone, and it took quite a while to do all the kind of paperwork and then actually setting up the phone at the store. So yeah, that's why the video didn't come out at the usual time. So yeah, and I ended up getting an iPhone XS Max with 4 gigs of RAM because the iPhone 6 was so terribly slow. I just needed something a little bit more up to spec. So that's pretty cool. And also the XRP Tipbot app also looks really good on that screen, by the way. Just got to say that. So today I got some more information for you guys. I know that today isn't exactly exciting considering that we are seeing a slight kind of bleeding from the market. People are calling this a dump, and I'm like, you know what? This ain't a dump. When I start seeing 20-30% average across the board, that's a dump. This is just a little bit of a tiny bit of a sell-off. I believe just because Bitcoin sold off a tad yesterday after reaching like 5650 at the very high point. But again, guys, I am calling for alt season in the next couple of months. So what I got for you guys today, I got 2 pieces of information. One from XRP Darren, and it shows some really cool stuff with R3 and their partners actually leveraging digital assets. We're going to get into that and how R3 and what they're working with their projects is actually going to end up leveraging XRP most likely. And also I got another piece. I actually do have XRP Darren writing for the XRP Daily now. And the reason why I have somebody else write for the site is because I am horrible at writing. I got like D's and F's all through English. Every single essay was horrible. I could just not write for my life. But you can see XRP Darren here does a very great job linking everything, explaining it clearly, and it sounds really cool because PolySign just filed a exemption of securities notice to the SEC pretty recently, actually, and we might see XRP be ruled not a security because of PolySign's actual filing of the security. So one little kind of theory I do have is that maybe, you know, PolySign, they're purposely in stealth mode, so they can kind of, maybe they are communicating to the SEC through PolySign. Maybe they're not doing it through Ripple, but through PolySign themselves. And again, Arthur Brito is the one who signed the document. Anyways, we're going to get into that as the last piece of information for this video, but let's go ahead and get into this first one provided by XRP Darren. Make sure to give him a follow on Twitter. So here is his PowerPoint presentation that he found, and there's 2 really interesting slides I do want to show you guys. This first one, which says, our members led us to research the role of blockchain in financial services. And you can see here, the inception of R3 was actually created by some pretty similar names that we've heard before. And Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo, Ripple partner for a very long time, as well as on the RippleNet committee. Bank of America is actually also on the RippleNet committee and a longtime partner with Ripple. And also last year, a Dutch banking giant ING was also a partner for Ripple. So you can see here that half of the partners that was in the inception of R3, these guys were leading the way for them. As you can see, their members led them to research the role of blockchain in financial services, and they were, you know, convincing them why they should be using blockchain, why they should be building a platform on it. So they've been leading the way for R3, and they do happen to be some Ripple clients. And HSBC, potential Ripple client, we do see some, you know, interesting statements from them. For example, Marcus Treacher, Chris Larson is on the advisory board for HSBC. So, and also one of HSBC's subsidiaries, Saab Bank, which they use the HSBC logo. At one point, HSBC owned all of it, but now they own a minority stake in it. But yeah, SABB Bank, which used to be one of their subsidiaries, actually is working with Ripple. And they use the HSBC logo, so they still got to be tethered some way. So really, I thought this was really awesome how the people who are educating R3 are actually banks that are working with Ripple. So really cool there. And then the next interesting thing is this right here. And this is illustrative CordApp project portfolio. Now keep in mind, the Corda Settler application is an application built for CordApps, and it's a way to get obligations on these Corda applications settled, and they can be settled in real time instantly by leveraging XRP. And we all know the Corda Settler right now is fully integrated with XRP, Swift GPI coming soon. However, we can see here that they have illustrated for us their CordApp project portfolio, and it says quite a bit of times here digital assets. You can see here confidential, not even naming the partner. There could be a reason why they're making this confidential. Mortgage loan servicing, digital assets. Now listen to this. I would like for you guys to guess in the comments below right now what you think this one is, because this is confidential. Central bank digital currency, 2 sovereign entities. I think that's what, okay, two sovereigntized. I imagine that's probably trying to say sovereign entities. So there's two of them participating in that, and I think we could tie that back to we got the Samoa Bank and the Fiji Bank. They were used as an example on the RippleNet slide of having two central banks connected through the RippleNet. So really, I would love for you guys to guess this confidential one because Ripple is working with some pretty large central banks. You never know. This might be like the Federal Reserve and Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo. It could be Bank of America. I mean, we really don't know. But anyways, guys, we know that a lot of partners of R3 that are participating on the network, and again, Core to Settler 100% leverages XRP right now. You can see all these companies right here: digital assets, digital assets, digital assets, digital assets, digital cash. Then you got digital assets, more DAs, another DA. So you got the majority of the partners that are actually, working to build a Corda application for the network, majority of them are wanting to get into digital assets. And these Corda applications, whatever's built on their obligations can be settled with XRP. So are the digital assets they're mentioning here going to actually be XRP being leveraged on the Corda settlers? So guys, that's something pretty interesting to think about here. And also, keep in mind, confidential central bank digital currency. And you got two central banks there that are trying to set up a gateway with each other. So that could be done through XRP. And you notice how it says digital cash. So they could be doing, digital asset backed central bank currency. I mean, honestly, we really don't know that. I mean, the possibilities here are endless, but guys, you can see here the majority of the institutions building on the Cord apps are getting into digital assets, guys. And XRP is the only digital asset right now that's 100% integrated with the Corda settler. So I wonder what they might be using. All right, next piece of information today. Again, PolySign, SEC Form D, notice of exempt offering of security. So essentially they're filing to be, having XRP being exempt of actually being a security. And you can see here, Form D is an SEC filing form to be used to file a notice of exempt offering of securities under Regulation D of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Commission rules require the notice be filed by companies and funds that have sold securities without registration under the Securities Act 1933 in an offering based on a claim exemption under the Rule 504, 505, or 506, and I would imagine XRP classifies in one of these categories to be exempt from being listed as a security. And you can see here on the actual page, so I really love how he's putting the sources there. You could actually see, okay, well, that ain't coming up, but the Form D is an SEC FANG. Hang on, where is it here? I do not know exactly where it's at. Yeah, okay, yeah, my bad, guys. I literally have no clue where the picture was at, but basically, the point I was trying to prove is that Arthur Brito was the one that filed the patent alongside PolySign. And as you can see here at the very bottom of the article, you can see a picture and it says offering and sales amounts. And keep in mind, this is showing Arthur Brito filing for PolySign, saying total offering amount is $3.6 million. They have $3.4 million of that sold, and then they have $200,000 worth of whatever remaining to be sold. So I wonder, does this say that PolySign has actually been actively, selling XRP to people to hold it on their platform at PolySign? I mean, I'd imagine PolySign would not only just hold XRP, but also sell to institutions who are interested and want a custody on the PolySign platform. And keep in mind, guys, David Schwartz, you could literally see the excitement on his face, and he just flat out says it. He's super excited about PolySign, but cannot say anything about it because they are in stealth mode. So you guys know what that means. That is the name of the game, NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. But guys, PolySign, they're doing a lot of cool stuff with custody, and I think I think PolySign is kind of like another sort of XRapid in a way, because XRapid is all about just leveraging, the XRP liquidity on demand as you need it, but PolySign is for actually storing bulk loads of XRP, and then they could just use that whenever to convert into fiat. So PolySign is kind of the holy grail, like what Dilip Rao says, which is the holy grail is getting the banks to actually hold the XRP, because that's where they actually have a special interest. And now it's in the bank's best interest for XRP to be at the highest price possible. So really cool stuff there, guys. PolySign being filing, Arthur Brito from PolySign filing a notice of exempt offering of securities, I assume for XRP. So thank you guys so much for tuning in the video today. Really do appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, check links in the description if you want to support the channel. Get yourself a Nano S, keep that cryptocurrency nice, safe, and offline. And make sure hit those post notifications so you never miss a video or stream. And as always, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Always do appreciate your insight. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys in the next one.